The show is about to
Yo,
start.
I'm so excited for this.
It's coming. What are you guys watching? This is the best survival reality show. You gotta watch it because one of my favorite contestants is just about to come out. Guess where he's from?
He's from the big agency, YG.
Hello, producers. I am YG Entertainment trainee Jocelyn.
Why did you apply?
I'm actually a trainee for past 10 years. Sorry. I trained with my seniors Big Bang. And my boss told me that I would debut with them, but it didn't happen. And then finally I thought that I would be a part of Icon, my seniors. Despite the fact that I'm so much older than them, I still didn't make it, and I felt like my whole life has just been broken promises, and this is my last chance here. Okay, go ahead. Good luck.
He has the best dancing skills.
Wait, aren't these people just like those people who didn't get in?
Oh my god, how could you say that? These survival reality shows are basically the starting point to new idols' career. You know what? Let me educate you on exactly what is going on with these TV shows. Survival reality shows have long since been an integral part of Korean national television that reflects onto the music industry. Exposure from singing competitions served as a great marketing strategy for artists. Studies have shown that contestants in singing competitions had more commercial success from their music than other artists who did not join these competitions. However, audience interaction with these survival reality shows are gradually changing in response to shows adapting a newer format. More specifically, the idea of recruiting trainees and having them compete to debut as an idol group. Hence, our main thesis is new formats of survival reality shows on Korean national TV and how it further develops the parasocial relationship between fans and pre-debut artists. In this video, we will focus our arguments around audience's socio-psychological response to the different aspects of survival reality shows and how it cultivates a stronger parasocial relationship between the audience and the show's contestants. The first argument we're going to make is how survival programs focus on contestants' hardships faced in the journey, evoking empathetic responses from the audience, and in return constructing an intimate emotional bond between contestants and fans. So there's an increasing emphasis on reproducing the training process of contestants struggling and overcoming challenges instead of on the actual stage performances themselves. So the idea of the journey is that trainees aren't just born with innate talent, they actually have to work hard in order to improve and succeed. It is crucial to point out that since most of these contestants are still trainees and are practically unknown to the public, they're essentially starting from scratch, and audiences can watch the trainees grow by witnessing and empathizing with the ups and downs of the contestants' training process. So this nurtures a companion-like relationship between the contestant and the fans that eventually develops into an enduring form of parasocial relationship. Now let's try an example from the most recent season of Produce X101. The trainee Song Hyun-jun went from receiving the lowest failing grade based on his poor performance to ranking within the top 10 after only airing one episode of the show. Now this growth was largely due to the show's emphasis on his initial emotional distress and tracking his hard work and intense practices. So instead of just evaluating contestants based on talents, this shows how the current framework provides a much larger window for fans to nurture actual emotional connections with their favorite contestants by empathizing with their hardships, which in return forms a more intimate parasocial bond.
For our second argument, we argue that current survival programs encourage individualism by promoting the unique traits of contestants, allowing fans to form a more personalized connection. Survival TV programs are including more segments of trainees' lives outside of training and performances, which older shows didn't. This new element plays an integral role in providing insight to each individual's traits and behaviors, which different audience members may build affinity towards. As the current Korean entertainment industry builds the expectation that performers will actively maximize their popular appeal as multi-platform entertainers, this suggests that contestants will actively appeal to the audience not only through the stage performance skills, but through external attributes to better their chances at success. Personality traits, types of charisma, or even just minimal unique talents, such as being able to fold your ears, can give the contestant recognition and agency. This crucial takeaway is that these minor attributes that capture the audience's attention can sufficiently represent a contestant as a whole individual. A common theme in these survival programs are the regular self-monitoring contestants engage in. Contestants find out how audiences respond to themselves through media channel outlets and actively employ favorable actions or behavior to further enhance their image or brand. This diversity of traits is well received by audience members as they can grow a liking towards the contestant that suits their individual taste, creating a basis for a more intense, personalized parasocial relationship built on common ground.
Lastly, we argue that when fans vote for their favorite contestant and their contestant receives good results, fans also feel a sense of accomplishment as a reward for their participation. More specifically, we're looking at the interactive and reciprocal nature of these survival programs. Fans have been active consumers with a high degree of autonomy in this industry. Understanding the importance of public participation, these shows create incentives for people to participate by voting. They convince fans that they have direct control over contestants' fate, and even elevate their status by giving them a title such as national producers. This gives an illusory effect that the audience has direct influence over the contestants' careers. As a result, people are more motivated to vote when they are rewarded with a sense of accomplishment if their favorite contestant gets a good result. As stated in Dr. Seiji's lecture on fandom, fans make investment, such as time and effort, as a tribute to the artists they support, with the expectation of the artists reciprocating their love with recognition of their hard work. Forms of recognition in these survival shows would be the thank you comments after the contestant had received his or her ranking. In short, this interactive model of new survival shows allow fans to feel inclusive in the process, hence encouraging a more active participatory role from fans.
To conclude, the newer formats of the survival TV programs appeal to the audience very differently in comparison to past competition shows. The narrative focus has shifted from evaluating contestants based on performances to reproducing the training life for the public to watch. Audience members show more socialization and emotional interaction with these newer elements, which in return establishes a stronger parasocial relationship. Now, the implications of our arguments can be an analysis of why such survival programs are receiving such high response rate and success in Korea, and in what ways participating in these shows can benefit the contestants themselves. In the future, it'd be interesting to observe if such survival programs will still be appealing to the public, or if it is only a trend that will eventually go away. Now, do you understand the importance of these shows?
Sure.
Let's just keep watching.
Thank you. What do you think?